He just figured out he got hooked. This week on Sportsman TV, big game hunting.
There's a lot of things that we do on this show that a lot of individuals can do. Like, we go on a lot of fishing trips where, you know, it don't matter if you've got a bateau, a flat bottom, a bass boat, whatever, you can do that. Okay, the trip we went on today, you have to go with somebody that has the equipment to do that. Okay, you can't, you know, I have a big bass boat. I can't go 70 miles offshore in it and tuna fish. I mean, you need to go with somebody who's set up to do that. I don't have the equipment. I don't have the big rod and reels. You know, that's the biggest reason that we picked Captain Trey. He does this every day. His deal is chasing tuna, chasing yellowfin tuna. That's what he likes. He fishes for everything that swims in the Gulf of Mexico, but his passion is yellowfin tuna.
We're catching pogies right now, and we're gonna turn these pogies into yellowfin tuna.
They're just a shad, you know. You find them in freshwater. They're real similar. It's just the saltwater version of it. You know, big trout love them, redfish, everything. Inshore, offshore, everything eats them. They're real soft. They're soft, you know, they have a soft fin. You know, they're easy for game fish to eat. So they're definitely good for everything. You know, here at Venice, the bass get to eat them. Everything does, because everything here is mixed. Inshore, you know, you have bass, redfish, and trout all together. So
we went out and caught bait. He threw a cast net and caught some. Then we used a sabiki rig around some grass beds and caught some different kinds of bait. It was a nice day. You know, the weather wasn't bad. Could you have went out there in a smaller boat? Yeah, but could you do it safely? Probably not. You know, the deal is for being overpowered, a boat a little bigger than the conditions are, because you never know when you're that far offshore, there's no way to get any help out there. You know what I'm saying? We're kind of at the mercy of our captain today.
I'm running a 39-foot yellowfin with triple 350 Yamaha outboards. You know, the boat runs great, the rod's great, it's dry, it's smooth, you know, it's fast. It's very, very stable. It's got a ton of room. You know, we're fishing 6 guys right now, myself and a mate. You know, we're comfortable, we're not on top of each other. You know, we get where we're going fast, we spend a lot more time fishing than we do boat riding.
Why Bowie Outfitters? Our customers know why.
Bowie Outfitters is a friendly place. Bowie Outfitters is a very personable place. When you walk in the front doors, everybody's telling you hello, and it makes it very easy to come in here and shop and be a customer and go to the archery range and go to the gun counter just because you're going to get personalized service.
That's Bowie Outfitters, Perkins Road between Essen Lane and Bluebonnet. Bowie Outfitters, for everything outdoors.
It's time to register for the 2013 CCA Louisiana Star Fishing Tournament. 101 days of fishing and over $500,000 in prizes are up for grabs in over 25 divisions. The Star has something for everyone with offshore, inshore, kayak, fly fishing, ladies only, and youth divisions. And kids fish for free, courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors. And those 50 tag redfish are waiting to be caught. 35 weigh stations, 101 days to fish, all for $25 with a CCA membership. For more information, visit ccastar.com.
You want to see the bullet for a $500,000 gun? Chartreuse Blackback KBD 1.5. The bait that Kevin Van Dam used to win his 4th Bassmaster Classic. Load it. Shoot it. Set the hook.
Money in the bank, baby.
Rouge Parish, Louisiana. Dig in.
LouisianaSportsman.com is the South's premier hunting and fishing website. Planning a hunting or fishing trip? Visit LouisianaSportsman.com and get up-to-the-date information on weather, tides, or solar data. Our breaking news and continually updating forum will keep you up to date. Or visit our report section and ask the locals what's been biting and where. Need to sell or buy an outdoor item? LouisianaSportsman.com's free classifieds are the quickest way for you to reach the outdoor market. LouisianaSportsman.com, the quick way to get the most of the outdoors.
I'm Troy Byers with Polaris. We have both the Polaris Ranger EV and the Polaris Ranger 500, both mid-size vehicles. The question you need to ask yourself is, which one is right for my application? On the electric vehicle, it provides a quiet mode that allows you to go hunting or even go across the terrain in very stealth mode. This unit was designed from the ground up to provide all-terrain navigation while providing the quietness that most people desire. Features of this unit are 2-up seating, 500-pound bed capacity, true all-wheel drive. It has a 30-horsepower electric motor that provides you plenty of range up to 50 miles in economy mode depending on terrain and payload capacity. This is the Polaris midsize 500cc side-by-side. It seats 2 up comfortably, has a 32 horsepower gas engine, 500-pound payload capacity, and true all-wheel drive. This is great for navigating through the woods when the trails seem to be narrow and a full-size won't do. What you need to ask yourself when choosing a midsize side-by-side is, do you need electric or gas? The electric vehicle provides the quietness that most hunters desire, especially during turkey season or deer season, but sometimes is limited on range. The Polaris EV ranges up to 50 miles an hour in economy mode, depending on terrain and payload. Where the gas does have a further range, but you also lose the quietness that EVs have been known for. Either way, you're sure to win with a midsize from Polaris.
We go out, typical with fishing all over the planet. The fish don't do exactly what they're supposed to, so they don't bite the live bait. He instantly calls an audible. The next thing you know, we're chumming. We're hooked up like that. That's the cool thing about going with somebody who really knows their business.
Greg, you got to get out the gun a little bit there, buddy. Come on, Greg. There you go.
Oh, don't pull it out. Get it in. They pull it out. Come on. Don't take it back. Don't do it. Yeah. Yeah, every time I pull it, he gets it out. Man, the first drift, actually, after we set up with the cut bait, we're hooked up. You know, my rod goes off. Lucky me. You get to fight one of these horses. That's like being hooked to a Volkswagen for 45 minutes. Oh, he's done now. He's done. I done got him in the car seat. Man done hooked me up in the car seat now. You know, the cool thing about once we started chumming the cut bait was it was kind of a different deal. Like, we fished 2 rods with the live bait. So, but I noticed the instant we changed to the cut bait, now we're fishing like 6 rods. Everybody on the boat has a rod. And I figured out the reason for that was he wanted a lot of bait in the water, a lot of chum. They chummed some, they cut a bunch of pieces. I noticed they did this every time when they would hide the hook in the bait and throw it out. They would throw it out with a wad. Like, the hook is in 1 piece, but they're always throwing out 3 or 4 pieces. So I guess it's a real natural, you know, that's drifting in pieces like that.
What's the best way to reel these fish in?
Well, I tell you, if you fight them too much, you quit. They keep going.
Yeah. The biggest thing is it's more about finesse. You know, you don't want to just force them. It's more about technique, you know, and just kind of playing the game. You know, when you come out with that rod, you want to come up real slow, so that fish isn't pulling drag. You go down, you want to be reeling before you're even dropping that rod. You want to drop down and start reeling and come up slow.
I still don't know that he's figured out his hook. Because he can get that line when he wants it. What happened? A long time going by how red my face is. I can't see it, but I know.
whenever he's underneath the boat, you don't want to lift. You know, just keep that rod low, you know, reel whatever slack he'll give you and just keep it tight. Once his head starts to come out, that's when you want to ease up, you know, go down and get a few cranks on.
He may only weigh 20 pounds, but he's mean. Let me tell you, he's pulled, even though I've gained a little bit, he never quit pulling as hard as he started off pulling. At one time, he kind of come at the boat, or you back down, you know, back closer to him, and I got some line. Other than that, he really feels just like he always has.
That's Greg's fish right there. We're marking at 32 feet, you know. As Greg's fighting, you see him coming up, going down. But well, now he's probably more about 50 feet. But yeah, that's it right there.
Woo!
Reel down, reel down.
That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Woo! I'm glad it's over. That's fun, but woo! Woo! There he is. Not sure that's only 80. Sure looks better than that. Woo! Dang it, man. Big sucker.
Voodoo fishing charges.
Dang it, man. That's a beast right there. Yeah. Dang it, man. That's a pretty fish. Pretty fish.
This is Ryan Terrio. I'm here at Bowie Outfitters, and listen, I'm an avid bow hunter. If you're looking for a place with the best service in the South and wonderful accessories, not to mention a top-of-the-line bow range, Bowie Outfitters is a place for you. A wonderful staff here and great service at Bowie, but an awesome selection of guns. We have pistols, rifles, and shotguns, and everything else you could imagine. And for all those hard-to-find bass fishing and inshore products, Bowie Outfitters is a place for you. That's Bowie Outfitters for everything outdoors in between Essen and Bluebonnet on Perkins Road.
Do you want the better selection and bigger savings? Service Chevrolet Cadillac has the largest inventory of Chevys in Louisiana. You can choose from over 300 Silverados, all in one location. The Chevy Silverado has the best pickup coverage in America and the lowest cost of ownership of any full-size pickup on the road. Shop the better selection and get bigger savings at Service Chevrolet Cadillac, 1212 Ambassador Caffrey, or visit us at servicegm.com.
Don't just be a sportsman, look like one too. Men, women, kids, everyone wants to look like a good sport. And now you can find it all in one place without leaving the house. Our popular Sportsman logo clothing and accessories are just a click away at LouisianaSportsman.com. T-shirts, caps, polarized sunglasses, jewelry, koozies, and more are available in a variety of sizes and colors. It's easy to show the world that you are a sportsman. Visit shop.louisianasportsman.com today and get that perfect sportsman item for yourself or as a gift for that sportsman in your life.
Fishing. It's where good stories come from. It's about good times and family and friends. It's about taking a couple home for dinner tonight and saving a few for tomorrow. It's all about that and so much more. To CCA, fishing is about enjoying today and making sure tomorrow is even better. To us, fishing comes with a responsibility for the resources we enjoy so much. If fishing means all that to you, then you belong with CCA.
It's funny, you run that far out there in nothing, and you get out there and we're fishing around those platforms, and it's like a city. Oil business is going on, we're fishing underneath. I mean, it's just helicopters flying over. It's a pretty cool deal. It almost feels like once you get out there that you're close to land, but you're still 70 miles offshore, but it's like a whole nother world once you get out there.
We just got set back up, got the lines in the water, baits were in the water maybe 2 minutes, got another yellowfin on.
You know, the second time, like after we caught the first one, the second time we hook up, we double. You know, there's two on at once.
Well, he was coming, throwing it out, and just took the line, man. Men, they don't give up. You can't just sit there and wait for them to give up. They don't give up, man. They don't give up.
And it's funny, the first fish I fought stayed away from the boat, was just digging, digging, digging. The second one, just as big, I think it's a small one, he shoots to the boat. I'm getting beat up again. Yeah. Yeah, we doubled up. I'm at a loss for words. We're getting all the rods reeled in. They're crossing lines. Under.
See which way no, go over. You go over him.
Sure.
Go over. There you go, there you go. Come this way, come this way.
Well, at the same time Ben's hooked up, his fish is dogging out there. Mine is going from one end of the boat to the other and circling the boat. You know, so it's just chaos. We're constantly taking the rod out, going around people back and forth. It's almost like a Chinese fire drill.
Oh, wow. Watch over there, Trey. Ready to pull up?
I can't. This is a crazy one. You got to watch out. You know, these fish are big enough to hurt you. I mean, you got a rod in your hand that weighs, 15 or 20 pounds, rod and reel, and you're, like, again, hooked to this small school bus, the short school bus, not the long school bus, but the short school bus. And I mean, I thought I broke a rib one time. I can't pick my arms up. I mean, you will fight these fish to exhaustion. This is crazy. Okay. It'll work.
Voodoo fishing charters. That's Yellowfin number 2. Got a third one on right here. You can go get some more after that.
Rule number 1 on a tuna trip: never grab the rod the second time. Golly. Gulf of Mexico, mouth of the Mississippi River. How many times do we say that on this show? It never stops. You know it's another big one. That's what gets me. They're all big.
This has got to be a big fish here.
All right, Ben.
That's courtesy of Captain Trey Pique right there.
Ben.
And it's 2 broke ribs I have. And I won't be able to wake up in the morning.
All right, Ben, I'm going to start backing up toward your fish. Pretty much reel. Whatever slack you give me, I can bring it in.
Let me show you how we do it on Sportsman. After the hunt. Get my little cloop, 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 cloop.
He's already bad trying to help me eat the heart.
We got these young bucks on the rod now, so we good here on Sportsman TV. Listen at him work at drag.
He just want that. Look at the sweat pouring off him.
Oh, he's still getting line. Oh yeah, we graphing him now. He's like 725.
I thought I'd raise him better, but look at him. He's still reeling that fish.
Hey.
It's 30 minutes later.
No.
It's 30 minutes later, and he's still going.
How you feel, big man?
Yeah.
It's almost like the hog episode now. The stabbing and the blood. I should have worn my hat. You know how you go to a grocery store and they got tuna in that little bitty can? We gotta have a bigger can.
Why Bowie Outfitters? Our customers know why.
When you need something, you come in, you ask for it, and you can get it. Great selection of clothes here, guns, shells, calls, whatever you need. I like coming in and doing that. And more importantly for me, I'm a big bow hunter. I think these guys are better than anybody. That's why I come over to Bowie Outfitters.
That's Bowie Outfitters, Perkins Road between Essen Lane and Bluebonnet. Bowie Outfitters, for everything outdoors.
It's time to register for the 2013 CCA Louisiana Star Fishing Tournament. 101 days of fishing and over $500,000 in prizes are up for grabs in over 25 divisions. The Star has something for everyone with offshore, inshore, kayak, fly fishing, ladies only, and youth divisions. And kids fish for free, courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors. And those 50 tag redfish are waiting to be caught. 35 weigh stations, 101 days to fish, all for $25 with a CCA membership. For more information, visit ccastar.com.
As fishermen, we're predators, and fish are the prey. In nature, the best fishermen have one thing in common: their eyes. How do you turn your eyes into the eye of a predator? It takes 11 layers of lens technology and a new lens color to make the human eye emulate the eye of a predator. Stop buying glasses for the classes. Make yourself an alpha predator.
Louisiana Sportsman Magazine. For over 31 years, your source for fishing and hunting information. Each month you will find stories by local experts on everything from bass to redfish to ducks, deer to trout and turkey. We've got incredible local information that you can use immediately to get more success outdoors. You'll also enjoy monthly columns on cooking, the latest lures, GPS locations, shooting, kayaks, and much more. Have Louisiana Sportsman delivered to your house and safe. $24.99 gets you a full year of Louisiana Sportsman. To order today, visit louisianasportsman.com.
How y'all doing? I'm Ken Sherman, Front to Back Boat Service here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Today we're going to do a little segment on some Lowrance HDS 10 right here. So one thing I really want you to know is I want you to know how to maneuver around your unit. Right here, we want to maneuver around your pages. You got chart, we've got sonars, we've got structure scan, we've got the steering, we've got our tools, which tools start with waypoints, routes, and trails. Now this right here, the way I try to teach this stuff is, I'll start it real simple. Treat this thing like it's a book. If you treat this thing like it's a book, it'll become a real good friend, it'll become a real good tool. Now, this is the book I'm looking for, is my charts book. I enter into my charts. My full chart comes up. All right, now what I'm looking for is I'm looking for chapters in my book. Chapters I find is on menu. I come up with this idea because I know I find it difficult for me to understand things, and when I can relate it in a reading form, a lot of people seem to adjust to that pretty easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the menu. Menu, what we're looking for is paragraphs. I call paragraphs right here. Hit menu once again, we find paragraphs. Once you find what you want to be into, you enter further into it. It's kind of like a computer. You find what you're after, enter to that. Let's just say like on charts, okay? I want to enter into this chart right here, so I enter into it. Now I'm looking for next step, which would be the sentence. A sentence of what I'm looking for. And what you're looking for is keywords here. I'm looking for waypoints, routes, and trails. I'm looking for track extension or heading extension line. It's key words that you have to really understand and learn. Once you know these key words, they work across the board from Lowrance, Humminbird, Garmin, or any of them.
You know, we work hand in hand here with Bowie Outfitters on Sportsman TV. They represent what we do. When you go in Bowie Outfitters, you can buy everything you need for any kind of hunting or fishing in our part of the country. I mean, they have what it takes to get it done. And so that was the cool thing with Dave going with us today. You know, we got to know each other a lot. So we've made 2 or 3 drifts, almost got Dave on the fish and the line broke. You know, we had one on there smoke and drag, and the line got cut, which is something that happens when you're dealing with an animal that's that big. And so the last drift, the final drift, we get Dave on one.
I think you just realized we're in the boat and he's not.
Yeah, you doing good. Put some heat on him, man. Put some heat on him. Oh, look at him fight that fish.
Now we're doing battle. Make sure we get him in.
That's a cool thing too, you know, is to get somebody who's never had a hold of one of these animals, to feel that power for the first time. All right, see color, David, put some pressure on him. I got color. Y'all get the gaff, he's close. Gotta be. I think that's him hitting the bottom of the boat. And I'm gonna think Dave was pushing an hour on getting it in. There he is. Now y'all back together again. And you know, if you were in the water with this animal, you wouldn't have a chance. The only thing that gives you a chance against them is that rod and reel, and you're in that boat.
Number 4 coming in right now.
It's funny, even though it's such hard work and you're so tired after it's over with, it's definitely worth it. Got him! Got him, man! And it's typical, when the fish is caught laying in the boat, woo! That's when the hollering starts. The teeth start showing. Everybody's happy.
That was fun. Nice fish, huh? Great. First one ever.
You know, thanks to Captain Trey with Voodoo Charters out of Venice, Louisiana, we got to end the day the way we like to end it here on Sportsman TV with a lot of full Ziploc bags. Join us here next time on Sportsman TV.
I said, who to call if you want to catch fish like that?
Voodoo Fishing Charters.